Ridiculous Crime is a production of iHeartRadio.
Zaron.
Elizabeth.
Zaron.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
Doing pretty well.
How you doing?
How about you?
I'm good.
Nice.
I'm doing well.
Happy for you.
Thank you, and I'm happy for you
Yeah.
and all your joyful bounties.
And also with you.
Yes. Let us give thanks. Let us give thanks and praise, Zaron.
It is right to give praise.
Do you know what's ridiculous?
I do. The 1994 movie Clifford.
Okay.
Do you know this film?
Is that with
a lot of
Martin
people don't?
Short?
Wow, look at you. Do you know
Every now and then my brain works.
Totally. Do you know the other star in that movie?
Clifford, Martin Short, and
Just think of a kind of a curmudgeonly, humorous actor.
Gosh, I don't know.
Last name rhymes with Hoden.
Charles Grodin.
Yes.
That was like I could see him and I was trying to remember his name.
So Martin Short is like this annoying character in the movie, and Charles Grodin is a long-suffering person, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know who loves that film?
Saddam Hussein.
No, good guess. I'll tell you it this way. Martin Short was on a flight from L.A. to New York, and he had never met this person who loved the film, and this person wanted to talk to him all about it. And this is like, this movie was a bomb, right? Like nobody ever goes, hey, love Jane Clifford.
Was it Henry Kissinger?
Good guess. No. So I'll read you, this is how Martin Short tells the story.
Okay.
Quote, half an hour into the flight, I noticed a figure hovering in the periphery of my vision. Nicolas Cage crouched in the aisle beside me, his eyes locked on mine. Can I just say something to you? He said, a very Nick Cagey intensity in his voice. The dining room scene in Clifford with you and Charles Grodin, where he's confronting you and you keep lying to him. A sustained battle of wits, much of it improvised, in which Clifford drives Grodin's character to the edge. Well, I broke my VCR watching it. I watched that scene 25 times in a row, and I rewound it so much that the machine jammed and the tape broke.
What?
Nick Cage, man.
What?
I love Nick Cage.
He's incredible.
He's
a treasure.
Want to meet him. If you could ask me, Zaron, if I met like a genie and they were like, you get 3 wishes, 2 of them would be Nick Cage related.
Meet Nick Cage, and what's the other one?
Get to meet him again. He likes me, so we hang out and become friends.
Become best buddies.
Yeah, we race cars and we compare like our various comic book collections and our kung fu fighting and like
leather jackets.
Like I like your karate gi. Have you seen my kung fu outfit?
Oh,
like
I
we
like
show
that.
up, surprise each other with sunglass gifts.
Let's make that happen.
I know, Nicolas Cage. If you're listening, we could be best buds.
You got a new buddy.
So there you go.
It's
ridiculous, right?
It is. And do you want to know what else is ridiculous?
Oh my God, I'm here for it.
Social media influencers.
Oh.
This is Ridiculous Crime, a podcast about absurd and outrageous capers, heists, and cons. It's always 99% murder-free and 100% ridiculous.
Damn right.
Influencers.
Them again?
Yeah. I'm talking about the folks who leverage their online presence.
Yes.
Particularly on social media, to affect the opinions, the behaviors, the purchasing decisions.
Yes, of consumers, I'm assuming.
Of their audience. Yeah. It's like, that's an academic way to put it.
Yes, it's very nice and high-minded.
They build a following, like they create this engaging content.
Yes.
And they interact with their audience. And they
Rightio.
establish themselves as like a credible source of information.
Or at least an entertaining one.
Yeah. And usually like in a specific niche.
Okay, all right.
So
I'm with you
influencers,
so far.
they darken the doorways of social media platforms like Instagram.
Totally. They're almost like street-level famous.
YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube.
YouTube.
TikTok.
The TikToker.
And Twitter.
Oh,
Twitter.
yeah.
Yeah. So they have, or they want you to think.
By the way, that place
have
is now called Equis.
Dos Equis?
Yes, Dos Equis in Spanish.
Oh, it's Equis.
Yes,
okay, so YouTube,
Yeah.
TikTok,
Equis.
and Equis, and then Insta.
Mm-hmm.
So they want you to think that they have this like specialized knowledge, experience, or like authority, so that their opinions are valuable.
Totally. Or a great life that you're envious of.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how do I be like you?
And they build this trust through interaction. What they want you to think is transparency.
Totally.
And like a consistent brand voice.
Ah, good way to put that.
Yeah. So the endorsements, the recommendations, they carry weight. They impact people's decisions on things, including purchasing stuff,
Totally.
products and services. And And so, like, they focus on, like I said, a specific niche: beauty, fashion, fitness, technology, travel.
Gambling advice.
How do they do it, Zaron?
How do they do it, Elizabeth? Great question, Zaron.
They create and share various types of content.
So
right. Like photos, videos.
A steady stream of stuff that
live
they make.
Streams. It's all just like tailored for this audience.
Their
And
presence
sometimes
is a
they do
gift.
collabs with brands.
That's true, very true.
To promote these products or services. So it's like sponsored content, reviews, ambassadorships.
Yeah, brought to you by Yeti Coolers.
So you're like the Toblerone ambassador.
Totally.
They get commissions for like hawking this stuff.
And big ones from what I understand.
Yeah. And then they have all like these affiliate links and stuff, and they can track the sales through their recommendations.
Yes.
Some of them sell their own stuff, merch, digital courses, subscriptions.
Right.
And they do public events. They do conferences, meet and greets.
They've really changed the name of fame.
They really, really have. And here's something that I find interesting.
What is that, Elizabeth?
We like to classify and label everything, including influencers. So there's a categorization for influencers based on their following.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So mega influencers are celebrities and public figures with millions of followers.
Millions, okay.
So mega influencers. Macro influencers have 500,000 to 1 million followers.
Okay. I didn't know that was all broken down like this.
Mid-tier influencers, they're 50,000 to 500,000.
Okay.
Micro influencers, they have 10,000 to 50,000 followers. And then there's nano influencers. And that's 1,000 to 10,000 followers.
Okay.
So, and then there's me, the anti-influencer.
Wow, so wait a minute. On X, on Twitter then, I would have been a nano
You're
influencer.
a nano
because I had
influencer.
like some like 6,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nano
I didn't even know what I was.
It was right there in front of you. You could have monetized it.
I can't wait to tell my family.
I am the anti-influencer.
Yeah.
I have a private account. I have less than 1,000 followers. And I'm an anti-influencer in that if I were to profile a product or a lifestyle as cool, it would instantly make it uncool and lose money.
That's not true.
I deflate brands.
But I can see people being less likely to buy the things.
I ruin fads. I am an anti-influencer. But influencers, right? They're this great trope. That's like,
by the way, just to interrupt for a second, would you want to have and wield that power?
No.
It feels like something you would hate.
No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to. I would find it exhausting.
Yeah.
Like I dabble on social media, so I'll post something every now and then, but like I don't have.
You're more of a lurker
I
and a
don't know
gawker.
how the interns do it with our Instagram account.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't keep up with that.
I stay away from social media now. It's all gotten lame anyway.
It's exhausting, and I don't really care. And so,
Well, also, I mean, there's just when I go into Instagram now, it's like I don't see people who I follow anymore.
No.
And I'm like, wait, what happened? I didn't add any of this stuff. Why is all this stuff being pushed?
That's the only social media I have. But I don't go on there because it's ads and it's stuff I don't know why I'm being shown. And
they've really changed the game.
And then if you look someone up who's a friend of yours and you see all this stuff that you missed.
Do you have to like pay to be an influencer now? I mean, what's up?
I don't know, but we need to get back to like group emails.
There you go.
There it is. So we got the trope of the influencer, like an airhead who can create the image of success and coolness, and people just follow blindly.
Sure.
Like I like to see people in public trying to get into the game and create quote unquote content.
Oh,
that
yes.
word
like in restaurants
me.
and stuff when they're like reviewing the food they're eating and they're alone.
And they're
with
alone.
The cameras on like a little tripod on the table.
You and I were at Hyphy Burger in Oakland and saw a guy doing that.
Right, that's what I was thinking
and
of.
it was a really weird thing to watch. Like he had multiple cameras set up on a table by himself.
And he turned his personality on.
Yeah, and then was like talking. It was really strange. But yeah, that's content.
Okay.
I don't like that word. Just like
it
curate.
Makes you not content.
You make stupid videos. It's not content. You make stupid videos. I have really set myself up to be like the grumpy old gal today.
You're quite the anti-influencer.
It's 9 days out of 10 these days.
9 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, influencers in public. So it's wild. And like you see them making their videos in like crowded airports.
Oh, yes. I've seen that.
Gyms.
In
or
parks.
Tourist attractions.
Doing their like yoga stuff.
Yeah. And they've got like some friend filming them. And they're like, okay, take it from the top.
Yeah.
The light's really good. It looks foolish.
It also just doesn't look like real or present or any of the things you would really want from somebody who is trying to influence you.
But also it's like
so performative.
When you see it, it makes me think of like if I hear a jingle in a commercial, I automatically think about what it looked like when they were recording it in the studio. Like
the Chili's.
Well, someone like shredding on a guitar and the guy from the ad agency is like, I'm sorry, but that's just not giving Toyotathon right now. Like I need to like take it from the top. Or like a vocalist at the mic, like singing her heart out, and the producer clicks on the speaker and says, that was great, but I need you to put a little more of a growl in the words maxi pad. And she's like, okay, got it. And like, okay, let's do this again.
Come on, grab the keys. Let's go.
go.
Put the influence on. Let's go.
So all that said, I have for you today some influencers, criminal ones.
Yeah.
Ones that ran afoul of the law while in the act of personal myth-making.
Oh, I love this.
Because that's what being an influencer is, right? It's
Myth-making?
personal myth-making. Creating a persona and a lifestyle that's simply not true, not attainable. It's mythic.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start outside of these here United States.
Okay.
Home of innumerable grifters and cons who sail the social media seas.
Sure.
Now we're going over to Bella Italia.
Oh, heck yeah.
I want to tell you about Chiara Ferragni.
Chiara Ferragni.
Yeah. So she is one of the most prominent figures in Italy in fashion, media, digital entrepreneurship, Zaron. She was born in 1987 in Cremona, Italy. Her dad was a dentist. Her mom, Marina DeGardo, is a Sicilian writer who worked as deputy director for the fashion brand Blue Marine.
Okay.
So she's in that.
So she's kind of a Nepo baby?
Yeah, and she's got these sisters. And when she was 16 years old, she got scouted by a modeling agency in Milan. 16.
Oh, okay.
When she was 6, they were like, you look at those gams.
You have a future.
You have a future. So she modeled for a couple of years. She gave it up. In 2009, she and her ex-boyfriend, Riccardo Pizzoli, they started her fashion blog called The Blonde Salad.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just a word salad.
Maybe it means something in Italian.
It sounds better in Italian. It sounds better in the original Italian.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't a Pizzoli a soup?
But I don't know. Pasta.
His name is Rick Soup.
Rick Soup. Exactly. So 2011, Teen Vogue named her Blogger of the Moment. So that's who I lost out to that year.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's great.
I thought you had a good shot that year.
I know, so did I.
You've been blogging it up.
Her blog, though, her blog didn't just stay a blog.
Oh, no.
It evolved into a full-scale talent agency and fashion brand.
Jeez.
She had like a footwear collection.
Mamma mia.
She was making millions of euros.
Totally.
2015, she became the first fashion blogger to appear on any Vogue cover for Vogue España.
Oh, look at her.
She got featured Forbes 30 Under 30.
Don't you buy your way onto that, I heard?
Probably. Okay. And she was the subject of a Harvard Business School case study.
Really?
Like a different kind of criminal profiling. Okay. So by 2017, Chiara had 10 million followers on Instagram. Ooh. 10 million.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
She launched these collections. She had a capsule collection, like literally with Nespresso in 2021.
the coffee maker. So it wasn't clothes. It was like, which coffee?
It was like special coffees.
Yeah.
She had fragrance, quote, initiatives, as some sources called them.
I'm just going to pretend like I know what that is.
I have a fragrance initiative, and I, put on the old squirts and then walk out of the house.
I have a fragrance initiative, like when I've been in like a closed room for a while, and someone comes up and I'm like, I know it smells crazy in here.
That's right. That's an initiative. You have to take initiative. So she appeared in documentaries like Chiara Ferragni, Unposted. And then she had this reality series, The Ferragnes.
What?
And that ran from 2020 to 2023 because she married an Italian rapper called Fedez, Fedez.
Oh, so this was their portmanteau?
And his real name is Federico Lucia.
He didn't stay with that? That's a good name.
Right? I mean, you could be smooth, stone cold. No, he's like one of those illustrated man types. He looks like the desk in a poorly performing high school's detention room. Like he's all Scribble City. So the couple there, they became known as Ferragnes. Okay. And I know I'm not saying that like,
sure, but that's the benefit of their in Italy. Okay.
Exactly. So they had 2 kids before separating in early 2024, but they'll always have that reality show. I'm shocked it didn't last, to be honest.
Oh, so am
I. So she served as a judge or like guest judge on shows like Project Runway, Making the Cut, and San Remo Music Festival. She's just everywhere.
And
she's got all these brand partnerships, mashups, if you will. Late in 2022, she partnered with Balocco, a well-known confectionery company, to launch a limited edition pink Christmas Pandoro branded with her logo.
That's a bread, right?
What is Pandoro?
What is Pandoro, Elizabeth? Clearly, I don't know.
I'm so good at asking.
Yes. Great question, Elizabeth.
Pandoro is a traditional Italian sweetbread.
Okay.
You have it during Christmas.
See, I heard pan. I just assumed bread.
Yeah, it's a golden bread.
Oh,
Pandoro.
Dioro.
Doro,
okay.
Yeah. So it came from Verona. Fair Verona.
So the gentlemen come from there.
Yes, it's known for its golden color. It has like a fluffy brioche-like texture.
Oh, it sounds good.
Signature 8-point star shape.
Oh,
You bake it into a special mold.
Okay,
right?
there we go.
It gets dusted with powdered sugar. It looks like snow-covered mountains. It's delicious.
Sounds good.
You've actually had it at my place.
Have I?
Because Sarah Tassioni, the Calabrian cutie,
yes,
she always brings one over the holidays.
I would like to try it again because it sounds amazing.
It's
and apparently I
delicious.
loved it the first time.
You did, but you just don't remember these things. You got drunk on Pandoro, and then we had to wheel you out the door. So these things are everywhere in the shops at holiday time.
All right, nice.
And they come in like those cool boxes. It's like a curved top cardboard box, like a dome almost. And the boxes are a lot of times really beautifully decorated. Hers was special. It was a stylish pink box with a red ribbon on top. And there was matching pink icing on the Pandoro.
Okay.
The millennial
pink, yes.
And there are all sorts of pictures of her pretending to take a bite of a slice of it where she's like, yum. And then, she's like, spits it out.
I'd like it if she did that and then like smiled and there's just crumbs all on her teeth. And like, I love these.
Or if they caught her like mid where she's just like half the pieces left. She's like
powdered sugar on her chest.
And like a hand mark of powdered sugar on her shirt. Yeah. But it wasn't just that the packaging was cute and the Pandora was cute and she's cute. The campaign was promoting a charity initiative.
What's the charity initiative, Elizabeth?
I'm so glad I asked that. Buyers, they were led to believe that a portion of each cake sold would be donated to the Regina Margherita Children's Hospital in Turin to support, or Torino, to support sarcoma and Ewing sarcoma research.
Dear God, children's cancer?
And that, of course, didn't happen.
Oh, man.
Which is really, why we're talking about her. So in reality, the company, Balocco, they made a single donation of 50,000 euros before the promotional campaign began.
Okay.
And that was it. No further donations tied to sales volume, which is how those things normally go.
Yeah, that's the idea.
And these cakes were priced at around 9 euros each. And that's compared to the normal, $3.70 or 4 euros in the shop. So there's
370, very specific. I like that.
Yeah, so there's like a steep markup. Her companies made nearly $1 million in licensing, promotional revenue. And remember, peeled off only $50K for kids' cancer.
Wow.
Yeah, so there was this journalist, Selvaggia Lucarelli.
Get him.
And she, herself is pretty problematic and has been sued 15 ways to Sunday for privacy violations, defamations.
No one good to root for in this story.
I know. Well, she uncovered the discrepancy. Okay. So we'll say, okay, good job.
Good on her. Yeah. Broken clock.
By early 2024, Italy's antitrust authority had opened an investigation into both Ferragni and the Pandoro company, Balocco. So they figured that the consumers had been misled into thinking that the purchases triggered donations.
Yeah, that's fraud,
when
right?
in fact the donations was independent.
It's just locked.
So she and her companies were fined over €1 million, and then the cake company got fined around $675,000.
Okay.
She publicly apologized. She said she believed that no trial was necessary to prove her innocence.
I bet she did.
And she's like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and donate €1 million to the hospital, and I'm never going to mix charity and commerce in future promotions. But then people started digging around some more, and they found other hinky charity
scams
stuff. She did Easter eggs in 2021 and 2022. And then all these other branded collaborations that were supposed to have a charity aspect to it. Of similar structures, payments to her brands while no conditional donations were made. This consumer group, Codicons, filed complaints across all these Italian jurisdictions. Multiple investigations were initiated into all this like aggravated fraud.
Okay.
So October of 2024, Milan prosecutors concluded that she had realized an unjust profit of 2.25 million euros via all these schemes.
Ooh, buddy.
And they wanted to indict her for aggravated fraud. By December of 2024, she reached a settlement with Codicons, agreeing to compensate all the affected consumers with 150 euros each, reimburse legal expenses, and donate 200,000 euros to an anti-violence charity for women.
She essentially stole some million euros
millions.
from all these charities, and she gets off with a slap on the wrist, essentially.
Yeah. And then
and some fines
Codicons,
and fees.
they withdrew their complaint. So despite the settlement, January 2025, the Milan prosecutor formally indicted her on aggravated fraud charges, along with Bolocco's leadership and her former manager, Fabio D'Amato. So a trial is set to begin in September.
So she may actually still catch some justice.
Yeah, she faces up to 5 years in prison.
Damn.
Yeah. Simultaneously, the scandal triggered legislative change, a sort of Jackie Coogan situation.
Okay.
In early 2024, Italy enacted the Ferragni law, requiring influencers with over 1 million followers to clearly disclose and legally structure charitable promotions to combat false advertising and fraud.
That's amazing. They put her name on the law.
Yeah, if you got over 1 million. So let's stop there for a bit.
All right.
I need to hear some ads. I'm hoping for one for some influencer stuff.
Pronto.
Pronto. That would be amazing. When we come back, more social media scamming. Zaron.
Yo, Elizabeth.
Zaron. All right, are you ready to influence?
Dude, you don't have to get ready if you stay ready.
Let me tell you something. Belle Gibson.
Belle Gibson,
It
do I know
sounds
them?
like I'm talking about the star of such hits as Lethal Weapon 3,
Yeah.
What Women Want, Daddy's Home 2, Tim, and Boss Level, but with a stuffed up nose.
Yes.
Belle Gibson, which I have quite a bit anyway because I'm a delicate orchid and the slightest thing sets my systems off.
This is true.
No, I said Belle Gibson, not Mel
Yeah.
Gibson.
The Belle with 2 L's.
Belle is another Aussie and one who's also full of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So she was born Annabelle Natalie Gibson.
Do you think she intentionally tried to make it Belle Gibson so it sounded had like that cachet?
Probably. Belle Gibson. Belle Gibson was born in 1991 in Tasmania. She's a real devil. She dropped out of high school. She moved to Perth, Australia. She got work at like a catering supply company. And she got super into skateboarding culture there.
Good for her.
Right? And she was a big online presence in that community because that's where all the action takes place with skateboarding is online.
Totally. That's really the spot.
It's really where everything happens. In July of 2009, she moved to Melbourne.
Melbourne.
And the next year, when she was 18, she had a kid.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
A couple years go by, then she made it to the big time. She opened an Instagram account.
Mommy blogging?
No, she was, buddy, I wish.
No.
I wish. So she has this Instagram account that's now been deleted, I think. Healing_Belle. And she claimed that she had multiple cancers, including a terminal brain tumor.
Dear God.
It's tragic news. And then she's like, oh, P.S. I healed myself through natural diets and holistic health approaches. So, that's the way it works with terminal brain cancer. And
I started eating carrots
assorted
and it went
other
away.
cancers. I have had it up to here with pseudoscience, like science denial.
Oh, I'm with you on that.
Food is medicine, yes.
Yes, totally. Eat your colors, people.
But it's not the only medicine. Yes, eat your colors, very important, but it's not the only medicine. If you buy into this, please don't message me or email us or leave some wounded comment. I'm glad you feel like you've accomplished something, but we are seeing people dying as a result of the ignorance that blossoms in this BS wellness culture.
Oh, yeah. No, legit people have lately been dying. It was Amanda from MTV. She died from breast cancer, but she could have been treating it.
Yeah, exactly. And TikTok, not a source of health information.
No, all the
No.
short form videos just generally.
Pasteurization, important and safe.
Yeah, that's true.
Vaccines, save lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Stay
anyway.
away from raw milk.
Yeah. Gibson was going around telling the media that she had this brain cancer. She also had blood, spleen, uterine, liver, and kidney cancers.
What the hell?
What bad luck, right? Bad luck. No, not bad luck. She said she got all of those as a reaction to the Gardasil cervical cancer vaccine.
Oh, wow. So she threw shade on real legit vaccines.
Yeah.
And she's like, I got all the cancers.
But she's like, the thing is, what's great, I cured my cancer with whole foods. So
Brussels sprouts and,
a year after starting her Instagram account, she debuted The Whole Pantry, which was a mobile app that blended healthy recipes, positive affirmations, and wellness philosophy.
Now, I grew up eating health food. I was a vegetarian as a kid. So I understand and will argue for the benefit of food being key. But I'm with you. I cannot stand this stuff that people have been doing because now it's hard for people to find the real science because of these.
Exactly. So this app, The Whole Pantry, was downloaded 200,000 times in its first month.
Ooh.
And then it was later selected as one of Apple's best food and drink apps in 2013.
Oh.
That is who we lost out to that year, Zaron. Right? Okay, so it was also slated to be pre-installed on the new Apple Watch in 2015.
Like a U2 song or album?
Yeah, well, you know how great Apple is when it comes to judgment and pre-installations on products. It never fails.
No, always good ones.
Yeah, so around...
I still can't get that YouTube album off my computer, my phone, my iPad.
Never. Around the same time, she secured a cookbook deal. And when the book was launched in November of 2014, she wrote in the preface that she had been, quote, stable for 2 years now with no growth of the cancer. But that didn't match up what she'd said in the press and in her social media. Like, she was telling magazines that the cancer had reached her liver and her kidneys. She posted on The Whole Pantry's Facebook page that her cancer had spread to her brain, blood, spleen, and uterus. And then she doubled down. She's like, you know what? I don't just have cancer. I have heart failure, too.
I also have hair cancer.
That's what she said. It's that damned hair cancer. She said she had to have heart surgery, quote, several times.
Several times.
Yeah, and then she even died on the table once, and they were all clear, and they brought her back.
And she didn't start doing near-death experience stuff, and I went to heaven and came back.
But was that enough? No.
No,
what
it could
a
not
wild
be.
story, people would say.
Yeah.
Can we interview your doctors and look at your charts? We've never seen anything like this.
We've never seen a single one of your doctors.
I'll get back to you. For someone who'd undergone multiple heart surgeries, she was shockingly scar-free.
Oh, no zipper, no dot down the chest?
No, nothing, no raised. It was, laparoscopic.
That's exactly. They went in from my armpit and then
it was through the nose. So like I said earlier, and we've agreed, food is medicine.
Totally.
That's undisputed. And The Whole Pantry was actually a good thing in terms of promoting movement and exercise and positivity and healthy eating.
Yeah, they'll name some good stuff in what they're pitching
the
out
app
there.
Wasn't
That's
the problem.
Why it gets confusing.
The app wasn't the problem. The problem was old girl's Instagram account.
Oh.
So that's where she was touting snake oil stuff like coffee enemas, juice cleanses, detox liver cleansing, which P.S. that's what your liver does for a living. And then really dangerous stuff like anti-vax and drinking non-pasteurized raw milk, brainworm city, basically. So either way, she's making moves. She's doing deals. And she was living large, too. She had this really posh townhouse. She drove a luxury car, elegant office space. She was getting, cosmetic dental procedures.
Veneers?
Yeah. She wore designer clothes. She took all these really extravagant international vacations. Sales of the app and the book combined to bring in more than 100 million Australian dollars for our miracle gal.
What?
She was on the brink of expanding out into a brand called The Whole Life. Not just The Whole Pantry, The Whole Life, which seems like a lot. The Whole Life.
Yeah, that is a lot.
It's everything.
I'm still stuck on the 100 million Australian dollars.
Right? No, 1 million.
Oh, I think you said 100 million.
Did I say it? It's 1 million.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she, of course, claimed charitable intentions. So I feel like the Kardashians are the only ones on this ship of fools who just take the money and don't try to do some bogus
they're
charity angle.
Charity.
I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't willingly follow what they do. Everything I know is through osmosis.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of stuff on TV, a lot.
Yeah.
But I draw the line at
I like that you come
garbage.
around on that.
Oh my gosh. I'm so living my truth and honest and transparent. Anyway, so Gibson said that she donated substantial proceeds, up to $300,000 to various causes, including like children with cancer, maternal health care. But investigative reports revealed that only a few $1,000s were actually donated, like 2% of what she claimed.
Ooh.
Yeah. And since rumors about her possible fraud started to spread, people looked into all her business dealings. And it came out that her charitable contributions from both 2013 and 2014 never made it to the stated destinations.
Oh.
And Gibson's like, that's a lie. And the press were like, no, you're the lie. You are one big lie.
You're the lie, eh?
Yeah, so that's good. So Fairfax Media, they found that she had, quote, failed to hand over the proceeds solicited in the name of 5 charities and had, quote, grossly overstated the company's total donations to different causes. When asked about this, 2 of the charities backed it up. They were like, she used our name in fundraising drives, but that was like as far as we got involved. Some of them got shady little bits of money or no money at all.
Okay.
One of the big claims was that the whole pantry donated $300,000 to charity. Yeah. Not just the cancer stuff, but like, you know, healthcare in impoverished countries and like schools in sub-Saharan Africa.
Oh, that old rub.
Yeah.
People always pick the same ones because it's like, oh, you're doing such good work with those poor children in sub-Saharan Africa who don't even have desks at school.
Well, it's like sub-Saharan
and those kids
Africa.
With cancer.
Tell me the name of the country or the city or the village. Like, no, just deepest, darkest Africa. So at one point she said she was working with 20 different charities.
20?
Yeah, that was a major exaggeration.
It's also a nice round number. She should have gone with 18.
I know. So they presented with all this damning evidence of her fraud. She admitted, like, yeah, that is a major exaggeration. So the press, they really start digging in. They calculate that she had donated a total of about $7,000 spread among 3 charities. And that's a long way from $300,000.
Feels like these investigative reporters also found she doesn't even tip at restaurants.
Well, and then 1,000 of that 7,000 was only donated after the media investigations came to light. She's like, I'll throw another 1,000 in there. And some of the 7,000 wasn't even donated in her name or the company's name. It was just under someone else's name. Because, you know, I make a lot of really big donations, but I do it under my other name, Mackenzie Scott. Like the same name as ex-wife of Jeff Bezos, who also happens to donate billions. Yeah. Or sometimes I donate under the name Bill Gates.
Oh, yeah. And Melinda Gates.
It's a pet name that my friends have for me.
I like your longer name, Bill and Melinda Gates.
Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, you know, a family thing.
Thank you for all the money you gave to PBS over the years.
So, you know, me and Darlene Shiley. So one of the charities that Gibson said that she was fundraising for was to support treatment for a kid with brain cancer. The only thing is her parents never saw a dime. They didn't know that their kid was being used as a fundraising tool. Ugh. And then they were like starting to wonder if she only befriended them and their kid in order to do research on what it's like to have brain cancer.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, apparently she was like asking a lot of questions, which you don't really need to ask if you yourself have brain cancer.
She's like, does it hurt on the side of your head or like in the center?
Totally. So in February of 2015, things started to come crashing down. A close friend of Gibson's confronted her. Like, have you been cheating the charities? And do you have cancer in the first place? You have to tell the truth, her friend told her. No, said Gibson, I do not.
Have to tell the truth.
Yeah. So her friend saw that Gibson was not just getting one over on people, she was hurting people. Yeah. People with cancer. So she's like, I know what I got to do. I'm going public. She got in touch with the cops, a lawyer, and an investigative journalist.
Oh, no.
That's the start of a joke right there.
Yeah, seriously. They all walk into a bar.
But here's the thing. None of them really interested in what she had to say.
Why not?
I don't know. But then...
Was she not good at telling the story? She walk in, my friend...
You'll find that a lot of people don't want to step to these influencers. They just like let things... you'll see. Huh. So the Melbourne newspaper, The Age, stepped up. They broke the story. And in March 2015, after reports identified her charity frauds, it was revealed that she made up her cancers and then also lied about her age, her personal life, her history. So she couldn't escape it now. In April of 2015, she admitted to Australian Women's Weekly that her claims about all of her cancers were just fiction. As she said, quote, none of it's true. And she said it wasn't her fault, though. I mean, it never is. She claimed that it was the way that she was brought up. Her mom neglected her.
Are you kidding me?
She said she had to take care of herself.
She blamed her mother?
Yeah. She said she had to take care of herself and her autistic little brother from a very young age.
Was he really autistic?
She never got to be a kid.
Oh, wow.
It was everyone else's fault. Throughout the whole interview, she never apologized. It should be noted that her mom then gave an interview stating that was all her claims were false and that her little brother is not autistic.
I knew it.
I know.
I don't know
Just
how.
sweeten the pot
She just
with
threw
that?
it in there like, hey,
Totally.
by the way, yeah.
So here you have this woman who has all these deals, books, apps with Apple, lifestyle brands, you name it. And it's all built upon her having a bunch of different cancers and treating it with stuff like apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, and nobody was the least bit suspicious.
No. And then now she admits, made it all up, never had cancer, I'm a fraud. And so this made people wonder, like, what's up with these big corporations who are shoveling cash her way? Like, didn't they investigate
at all
before signing on to, like, basically endorse her brand and be involved
Can we meet
in
a
her?
doctor?
Where's the due diligence? Yeah. So we're talking about, like, her cookbook publisher was Penguin Books.
Oh.
So, and then you got Apple and the watch launch.
They've got enough money to hire a fact checker.
Breathless, fawning coverage in the Australian press. Like, everyone seemed to look the other way because the story was just too good and she was making them too much money.
Oh,
so let's look at Penguin.
Rub.
I like to go after publishers. So Lantern Books was the imprint, the Penguin imprint that put out the cookbook.
Okay.
They were like, hey, man, it's a cookbook. We only vet the recipes.
We put them in the test kitchen. They all worked out fine.
But Penguin had actually looked into her, sort of, before the book was published. They made her answer questions on video about the information in her preface that told her sob story.
Okay.
And I guess they thought it was good enough. Like, you know, things got hot, though. So Penguin pulled the book from the shelves, claimed it was because it was asking Gibson for confirmation of her stories and she wasn't providing it. And they wound up having to pay $30,000 to the Victorian Consumer Law Fund as a penalty for not validating her, you know, the veracity of her claims.
Yeah, doing their due diligence, essentially.
Zaron, what about Apple?
What about Apple, Elizabeth?
Thank
Old
you.
Deep Pockets,
God,
Tim Apple?
Long last, you ask a question. At first, Apple refused to pull the whole pantry app from the App Store.
Are you kidding me?
They said that the only thing they cared about was that the app worked like it said it would. And they're like, it's functional. Get off our backs.
Wow.
But then they quietly removed it from the Apple Watch.
They delisted it.
Like, she didn't get the U2 treatment. They just, like, pulled it. And then they quietly took the app off the App Store and erased all the promotional material that included Whole Pantry. And, like, did they explain themselves?
Probably not.
Of course not. They're Apple. They're the big dogs. They owe no one anything. Like, back off, Zaron.
Why are you asking so many questions?
Yeah. Elle Australia magazine, they wrote a glowing piece on her in their December 2014 issue. It came out. They got a couple tips that, like, you know, she's not really telling the truth. Everything's actually made up. Magazine ignores it. Then another magazine, Cosmopolitan, which has, like, the same publisher as Elle Australia, they gave Gibson its 2014 Fun Fearless Female Social Media Award. Hooray! And then they also got tips via email like, hey, look, she's not what she says she is. They ignored them.
Like, we already gave her the 3F award, so we're going with it.
There it is. Then Gibson admits to the lies. Everyone figured they'd do something like, you know, strip her of the award.
Yeah.
The award that you and I should have won.
Totally. I mean, if anybody's a fun, fearless female, it's
you
us.
And me. No, they claim that she had been, quote, reader nominated and reader voted. Like, so blame the readers.
They blame the people.
Yeah, nice. Don't worry that when the award came out, the magazine's associate editor said they, quote, put forward the nomination myself. So it was the readers or was it the staff? Does anyone tell the truth around here?
Is there any accountability anymore?
Zero. May 2016, Consumer Affairs Victoria, CAV, initiated civil proceedings against Gibson and her company. They cited misleading and deceptive conduct under Australian consumer law. March 2017, the Federal Court of Australia upheld most allegations. They figured that, like, Gibson had no reasonable basis to believe she had cancer. And that she had engaged in deceptive conduct.
She should have stuck with skateboarding.
Honestly, like, it'd be a different world for her right now. They tried to enforce the judgment that, like, search warrants on her property in 2020, 2021.
They're doing raids and stuff?
Yeah, they tried to recover the unpaid debts, which, like, at this point is north of $500,000. February 2021, a court registrar classified the case as abandoned, though. But enforcement actions continued.
Okay.
In early 2025, Netflix released a dramatized series called Apple Cider Vinegar, dramatizing her story and warning against wellness scams. And that was based on the investigative book The Woman Who Fooled the World by Bo Donnelly and Nick Toscano. I have neither read nor watched either.
Okay.
Influencer hell. That's where we are. So let's take a break, little breather, listen to some ads. Maybe they will influence you. And when we come back, I have one more for you. Zaron.
Yo.
Hey. I got one more influencer for you today.
Oh, nice.
Elizabeth Dutton.
During the break, I was practicing influencing the interns.
Yeah.
They just looked at me and kind of hugged their like shaggy heads, and they're like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah, but look, they're all wearing your exact same outfit.
Whoa, I didn't even notice.
You influenced them.
Yeah.
That's a good job.
Thank you. I've learned so much today.
How many followers do you have? I have 2, and they're dogs.
Yeah, I've got the same 2. They're
dogs. Yeah. Carolyn Calloway.
Oh, the name sounds familiar.
Yeah, she was the ultimate New York lifestyle influencer.
Oh, right.
She was born in 1991 in Falls Church, Virginia. She went to the Tony boarding school Phillips Exeter Academy.
Oh, good for her.
Her great-grandpa was a real estate mogul who developed most of Sarasota, Florida.
Oh.
Fun fact.
There you go.
So she started out as an undergrad in art history at NYU, New York University.
Okay.
And then she got fixated on going to Cambridge, determined. It took her 3 applications, but in 2013, she went to St. Edmund's College, Cambridge. She had to fake her transcripts to get in, but whatever.
What do you mean fake her
She cheated her way into Cambridge.
Wow.
Yeah. So she made a name for herself there, but not academically. No, she joined Instagram. And it was on that platform that she created a highly stylized feed. Like, in her signature were these long diaristic captions.
Oh, yes. I remember people talking
captions.
about this.
Yeah. So her Instagram journey, that began with glamorized depictions of her student life at Cambridge. And she bought followers and used targeted ads to build her following. Her feed was aspirational. It was dreamy. She got the nickname Gatsby of Cambridge.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
Gatsby of Cambridge.
Yeah.
I mean, you do know who Gatsby was, right, people? Did you read the book?
Haven't read the book. Yeah. But we all know that what we see on Insta isn't the honest truth.
Not at all.
It is a created identity.
Except for a couple of friends of mine who just post pictures of food that they've horrifically cooked.
My God. When people post pictures of dinners and you're like, don't tell anyone you made that.
Did your car run over that?
And it's like the flash was on and it's just, and it's two colors on an entire plate. Yeah.
It looks like something like, when 2-year-olds make you food out of mud.
It's so brutal. Or the worst is like, look at this beautiful party spread. And you're like, oh, honey, don't show people.
Are those paper napkins? Yeah.
Is it a plastic tablecloth? Yeah. I am the biggest snob in the world. So if you think that I'm going to look at an Instagram feed and not judge, I am judge, jury, executioner.
Lady Justice.
I am 100% lady host justice.
Exactly.
All right. So, but we had this beautiful thing on Instagram. The basics of life, though, like getting rejected from colleges, not being able to pay your rent, looking frumpy. Those things aren't interesting.
No.
Unless you're an anti-influencer.
Hey.
Yeah. So around 2015, 2016, she's at the height of her Instagram fame. And because of that, she secured a 6-figure U.S. book deal with Flatiron Books for a memoir that was supposed to be titled, And We Were Like... just good.
It's very 2015, 2016.
And we were like, multiple outlets, New Yorker, The Cut, reported different amounts. The Cut said it was $375,000 with a $100,000 advance. So that brought it up to $475,000. Carolyn herself sometimes refers to it as a $500,000 book deal. All I can say is that is insane. That's an insane amount. $100,000 is an insane advance.
Yes.
Like this, we don't see numbers like that.
Not in publishing anymore.
No, not anymore.
Not even for like authors who actually do write their books. Right. They do have like a history of writing good books.
No. So the book was pitched as an expansion of her Instagram captions. It was a coming-of-age story, right? God,
an expansion of her Instagram
End
captions.
of the empire. It was set against her like romanticized Cambridge years. But the reason you haven't heard about it was never published.
Darn.
The deal fell apart before the manuscript was delivered. So she had to return what was left of the advance to Flatiron. And she claimed that she walked away from it because the publishers wanted, quote, a cookie-cutter memoir. that didn't reflect her true voice. But there's another account, one that painted a different picture, that the project collapsed due to Carolyn's procrastination, her chaotic process, her reluctance to edit or refine drafts. Who told that side of the story?
Who, Elizabeth, told that side of the story?
Thank you, Natalie Beach.
Oh.
She met Carolyn at NYU.
Okay.
Or Caroline at NYU. Beach has said that she ghost wrote many of Caroline's long Instagram captions. The ones that established her dreamy diaristic style. I can't get over ghostwriting Instagram captions.
I'm still thinking about ghostwriting the whip, so I can't even catch up.
But there's the Lana Del Rey of it all.
Yes,
is a little much.
It feels
for me.
very adjacent.
It's very but ghostwriting Instagram captions. Come on now.
As a job.
And then Beach said she also co-authored the book proposal that landed the deal.
Because she's been the one writing the captions.
Yeah, and that Caroline just handled the photos, the ideas, the editing.
The vibe.
She vibed out on it. To September of 2019, Beach published I Was Caroline Calloway in The Cut. And the piece revealed their friendship, collaborative work, and then the eventual fallout.
Oh, it's like printing text messages and stuff?
Yeah, it talked about Caroline's manipulation, erratic behavior. Sure. She had all these emotional episodes, she would allegedly threaten to self-harm if Beach pushed back on anything. There was the strain Beach had of being uncredited while her writing is building this brand.
Yeah.
And the essay became the Cut's most read story of the year, reignited interest in the collapsed book deal. I remember reading it when it came out.
It sounds familiar.
Just this is so messy.
When you said her name, I was like, oh, I remember this.
Yeah. So with no book deal, what's a gal to do?
I do not know, Elizabeth.
I don't know either. So how can she make the money to support her dreamy Insta lifestyle? I wouldn't know what to do. She knew what to do.
Oh, savvy girl.
She started holding things called creativity workshops.
Oh, no.
She announced a creativity workshop tour in December of 2018. And it was going to be this multi-city road show. It was going to cost $165 a person. And attendees were promised creative guidance, lunch, care packages, personal letters, and fresh orchid crowns.
She's going to monetize her fan base?
Yes. The tour would hit cities like Boston, San Francisco, Chicago,
Flower
D.C.
Yes.
Yeah. It really quickly began to fall apart. The first problem is that she never booked the venues.
Are you kidding me?
That right there, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And then she ordered 1,200 mason jars for the care packages, but she had no place to store them.
So she did a total 4 seasons landscaping.
Yes.
For the event.
Yes.
And then she shows up with here's some stuff I got at the dollar store on the way here.
She's not a logistics lady.
Not at all.
So the press and critics, they drew parallels to the disaster of the Fire Festival.
Oh, yes.
Which we need to do an episode
Ooh, yeah,
on.
we do.
And
just for the pictures.
Under mounting scrutiny from Twitter users like Kaylee Donaldson, who called it a, quote, scam, Caroline announced cancellations and refunds. But despite the chaos, she did hold 2 in-person workshops, one of which took place in Brooklyn.
Okay.
A reporter from New York Magazine attended the event and shared a vivid account.
Yes.
Zaron, close your eyes.
Oh, right. My eyes are closed.
I want you to picture it. You are an aspiring Instagram influencer. Your feed is all hydro flasks and Chanel shopping bags and sundresses. And of course you in all of it, standing in front of a field of sunflowers, your hands shielding your eyes from the sun, facing out to the ocean wearing a suggestion of a swimsuit, holding up a peace sign at the color-corrected sea. You are a waif of a girl. You've got the thigh gap and the long brown hair meant for social media stardom. You only have 4,745 followers, though. Your feed is a little scattered. You haven't seemed to lock into a real aesthetic. You want more than just the image. You want to create things. You aren't sure what. You want to be an entrepreneur. You aren't 100% sure what that means, but it's what you want. To that end, you've purchased a ticket for Caroline Calloway's Creativity Workshop. You love her. She's everything. She's so beautiful and stylish and witty and messy. You wish you were her, and this would be the best way to try and get as close to that happening as possible. You took a couple trains to get to Brooklyn early this morning. You walk up to a loft building, triple-checking the address on your phone with the one on the building. This should be the place. Cars zip by. People chat outside a coffee shop on their way to work. You sit on a nearby stoop and wait. Pretty soon, people start showing up. All manner of young white women stream in from ride shares and public transportation and even a bike. They are all impossibly cool in your estimation. And you realize you are one of them, so you must be cool too. You look up at the sky to remember this moment when everything came together and your journey truly started. Right here on the sidewalk in Brooklyn, right here in the coolest place on earth. Your heart is full, brimming with potential and serious gravitas of the moment. Then a pigeon alights next to your shoe, poops on the sidewalk, coos, and flies away. It wasn't supposed to go like that. Those are Yeezys. That was a close call. Ugh, you sigh. Suddenly, the door to the loft swings open. You get to a large open space and mingle with the other attendees. You scan the crowd, but you don't see Caroline. You pour yourself a coffee with oat milk and stroll through the room, listening in on conversations. One woman tells another she came up from Florida. Another chimes in that she's in town from Seattle. You pass a woman talking about going to an Ivy League college with another who's in nursing school. They discuss the difficulty of juggling posting with studying. One woman clears her throat and sings a high note. Apparently she's trained to be an opera singer. That's a good angle, you think? To be cute and sing opera and wear European designer clothes and travel to European cities and speak various European languages, just like the Europe of it all? It's a good gimmick. As dreamy pop music plays, a staffer hands you a personalized journal with your name on it. You are prepared to cherish it forever. You also get a tote, a candle, a crystal, and a mason jar seeded for a DIY garden. The event ticket site said you'd also get an orchid crown, the pinnacle of Instagram cool. Not just a flower crown, an orchid crown. You ask about it, and you're told there won't be crowns, but you will get one orchid to wear in your hair or pin to your top. You just have to make sure you return it before you leave. Suddenly, the room goes silent. Caroline has arrived. She's wearing a t-shirt that says scammer under a cardigan. Across one side of the room is a banner reading Fire Festival in hand-cut aqua paper letters. Caroline playfully identifies and waves at the journalists present. She then declares that she won't allow them to take photos with the orchids. For the next few hours, you break into groups of 5 or so and share your creations. Poems, artwork. That one woman sings an aria. You wrote a stream of consciousness paragraph about the beach. Carolyn walks by as you read it and gives a nod, moving on to the next group. Soon the whole thing is over and you all spill out onto the street. You have to admit, it was kind of a mess. But that's Caroline. Knowing it's a mess and still feeling it was worth it makes you in on it. Carolyn's it. Her presence, her authenticity, content be damned. And then, like the end of Animal House, a text comes on the screen and it turns out you gave up on being an Instagram influencer. You moved to Florida and you got your real estate license. Good for you. There you go.
I love the end of Animal House.
So the workshops were a bust. That didn't stop Caroline. She held 2 workshops under a cheekier title, the aptly named The Scam. No press was invited for those, but one reporter did go undercover. Attendees were refunded if they were journalists, and some semblance of delivery took place, but still it was underwhelming. In April of 2020, she responded to Beach's essay with, "I am Carolyn Calloway." And she self-published it behind a paywall to raise money for COVID-19 relief efforts. Raised nearly $50,000. That's how many people paid to read it. Then in 2023, she released her memoir called Scammer. And it's a collection of 67 vignettes, some new, some repurposed. Public and critical response was mixed. But, amused, intrigued. A guy from the New Yorker called it funny, engaging, and full of genuine insight.
Really?
Yeah. She continued building a bizarre patchwork career.
Okay.
She joined OnlyFans in 2020.
Oh.
And she sells literary-themed softcore content. And it apparently makes a ton of...
Literary-themed softcore content that she write on her body?
So she does cosplay of characters from stuff like Harry Potter, Matilda, and Beauty and the Beast, basically like kid stuff.
Oh.
And then there are partially undressed photographs of herself captioned with details of her father's autopsy.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So
What?
yeah, there it is. Apparently she makes a lot of money doing this.
Yeah, everyone on OnlyFans apparently does. But
Apparently.
what?
So she went around saying in interviews that she started her naked lady journey thanks to your alma mater, Playboy.
Oh, there you go.
And according to
They're
her,
good at that stuff.
yeah, she said the magazine commissioned a photo shoot of her dressed as a student in a library. But then Playboy released a statement saying, quote, Playboy does not have and did not have any photo shoot planned with Caroline Calloway.
Get him, Playboy.
Yeah, oof. So 2021, she launched a DIY skincare product that called Snake Oil. And it was like grapeseed and essential oils. Dermatologists were skeptical.
I love how she leans into it, the whole scammer shirt, snake oil. She's like, wink, wink, you know what I'm doing.
You're in on it, but you're still spending the money. But, it doesn't matter. Like, you could buy it and be in on the joke. That's what that...
Yeah,
so,
I get it.
2023...
I wish I didn't, but I get it.
2023, she relocated to Sarasota, Florida with
There
her
you
cat,
go.
Matisse.
Where her grandfather had founded the town.
Yes. October of 2024, she made headlines again.
Okay.
Not for a scandal, but for refusing to evacuate during Hurricane Milton, despite mandatory orders. So why didn't she evacuate? Well, she said she had trauma from her previous evacuation during Hurricane Ian. She also doesn't know how to drive. And the airports were closed. And then she posted updates from her house promising that her forthcoming book would come out, quote, if I survive.
If I survive.
Yeah. And social media.
And we were like,
she
if I
got
survive.
dubbed the world's worst influencer yet
Pretty
again.
much.
Here's the thing about Caroline Calloway. She embodies influencer culture's excess. I mean, she had all this mess with like she was getting evicted, not paying her rent, and it was just lawsuits against her for that.
So she's real messy.
Persona, though, was outpacing substance.
Yeah.
So you had this like painfully chaotic result. I am an agent of chaos, as you like to say, but I like that chaos to be organic.
Yes,
like
directed.
I just do one little thing to set it in motion, but I don't orchestrate it.
Yeah, you seed the earth with chaos.
Yes, I want authentic chaos. So these influencers, like, are they con artists, performance artists, deeply troubled, charismatic, trying to navigate this brutal digital era? I'd like your thoughts on that because that question is my takeaway. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's quick. Like if you don't trim a tree and then a tree limb falls on a person and hurts them, that seems to be her mess.
Yes.
It's not like you with I seeded the earth and this grew of the earth with the conditions of sunlight and water. It's like, oh, let's see what pops up.
Yeah.
This is more like, where did that come from?
Look out.
Why didn't someone do their due diligence and trim this tree? And she's like, I'm just so messy.
Well, and messy people are entertaining to a certain degree.
Yeah, right up until the mess is on you.
And it gets exhausting.
Or sends you to the hospital or bankrupts you or
exactly.
Wow.
You know what I need?
Yeah.
I need to talk back. That's my kind of social media.
Talk back. Oh my God, did he just say that?
OMG.
Hi, Zaron and Elizabeth. You want to hear something ridiculous? When I was in the Navy back in the early 70s, we used to fly from Chicago to California, buy Coors beer at $5 a case, take it back to Chicago, and sell it for $20 a case. Now that's ridiculous.
You were doing Smokey and the Bandit in the Air Force? I love that, even though I don't like Coors beer.
How in the world was Coors cheaper in California?
Well, because, back then you couldn't get Coors east of the Mississippi. The whole thing in the Smokey and the Bandit was legit. Like my father, I remember when we went to Colorado, we were driving to California, and he was all excited to be able to get Coors beer. He's like, we're going to Golden, Colorado.
All the way to California. I guess it's just fun.
Well, yeah, but all you have to do is you go somewhere west.
But they're just fun.
And then you could fly somewhere back east, and all of a sudden now it's super valuable.
They're just
We don't have that kind of regional fun anymore with beer, Elizabeth.
No, we really don't.
But I love that. Thank you.
That's awesome. And that's it for today. You can find us online at ridiculouscrime.com. We just won Lady Blogger of the 17th Century, awarded by Doan's Back Pills. It's a pretty big deal, Zaron. Don't laugh. We're also at Ridiculous Crime on Blue Sky and Instagram. All the socials. If you're on YouTube, it's Ridiculous Crime Pod. YouTube. Email us at ridiculouscrime@gmail.com. Leave a talkback on the iHeart app. Please reach out. Ridiculous Crime is hosted by Elizabeth Dutton and Zaron Burnett. Produced and edited by Chief Ridiculous Crime brand ambassador Dave Kustin. Starring Annalise Rutger, as Judith. Research is by travel influencer with 2.8 million followers, Marissa Brown. The theme song is by tummy tea enthusiast Thomas Lee and face-tuned flip-flop TikToker Travis Dutton. Post wardrobe is provided by Botany 500. Guest hair and makeup by Sparkleshot and Mr. Andre. Executive producers are feed curator Ben Bolin and professional Instagram reel consultant Noel Brown.
Ridiculous crime.
Say it one more time.
Ridiculous crime.
Ridiculous Crime is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.